Don't come on, you know, we're deciding to take us yet.
No.
We're okay.
Yeah, even though it came near enough to you at one stage, like.
It came near enough.
How's everybody?
We're getting ready for the next term. I got a life and I must get a boat.
What we must do is get more money for it to try and hold the thing together. Yeah.
More money.
Because the bit of money that's there is fine, but there's more money wanted. You know? Answer the price.
They won't be worried about it now until the next term.
The next time, yeah, but that's not good enough. That's not good enough. You have houses, brother, that are in severe danger.
We'll vote for Johnny, don't worry.
Thanks very much, we'd really appreciate it.
Very thankful.
I couldn't give it any other.
No. Well, thanks a million. Thanks. No other news.
No feeling fire extinguishers.
That job was doing as well, yeah. Yeah.
I see the boys there in the pole, Danny and Johnny, they look really tanned. They must have been in the Caribbean. As the photographer made a cock of it.
I'm afraid no, they were in no Caribbean. Yeah. Very far from the Caribbean.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, we can only hope for the best. Did he meet before? This is Caroline.
I seen her photo when she was no money, one in the Co.Kerry advertising.
Oh yeah, Caroline is Johnny's wife.
Yeah.
Politician's wife is a tough crack.
I never read the fine print on that
No
one.
bother. No bother at all. For God's sake. But Ollie, there's a lot to get around and all of it. To try and cover
away from home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but trying to cover their reach is very big. Like. And when you're independent, you're only relying on the people that are good enough to go canvassing with them, you know. And it's not like the political parties where they can tear at it and get it done in no time, like, you know. They haven't. It's a different type of thing altogether.
I don't know why I said the Healy-Rae machine is as good as it.
Well, we hope it's alright anyway.
We should be fine.
We'll know in 2 weeks' time. Yeah. Alright, God bless. Thanks for that.
Nice to meet you.
Lovely meeting
Very
you.
nice.
You're better than our 40
I don't know what way to take that up. Yeah. Did you think she was worse?
No.
Yeah.
You're great.
Here's
Good
the
luck.
man, he'll have a vote sometime in the future.
Good man.
How are you? Yeah.
I must go in here to do a petition.
We're following each other around all day. They will, they wouldn't talk, alright, yeah. But, well, I suppose we're here in Killorglin now today canvassing, and we're canvassing with a long time. When you're independent, you're up against the might of the political parties, and it takes a tremendous effort to canvass the area properly, to meet the electorate, to hear what are the issues and the problems that are important to people. We're very much tuned in with the problems that people are having at present. And I suppose one of the biggest things that we're asked all the time is, what are the biggest problems out there? And I suppose the biggest issue at all times is jobs, jobs and jobs. We have no problem with people immigrating if they want to immigrate. We have a big problem with people having to immigrate if they don't want to immigrate. That is a very big issue for us. And all the time in County Kerry, we're trying to bring as much money and jobs as we can into the county. That is very difficult, especially with the present government, because they're the most anti-rural government that we've ever had since the history of the foundation of the state. The reason I say that is, if you look at the government, the way it's made up, the majority of government ministers, they're weighted above around Dublin. Any jobs that come to this country, they're either coming to Dublin, Cork or Limerick. But places like County Kerry aren't getting a look in. The idea are ignoring us, so it's a continuous battle. If you see back the road here, even for instance, back where we've had very serious flooding, and we need more money for infrastructural works to be carried out to save people's houses and to save their farmland. We need money for that. If that was above in some part of Dublin, that there was coastal erosion or houses were in danger, there'd be millions spent there in a matter of weeks to protect the homes there. A house in Kerry belonging to a Kerry family is every bit as good as a house above in Dublin belonging to a couple from Dublin. But what we want to insist on is that we get our fair share, and that government realises that there is more to life than inside the pale. You were always good before anyway. This is Johnny's wife, Caroline.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah. We'd be very grateful. And thanks, every vote is very important. He's okay at the moment, yeah. He's good. So thanks a million. Thanks a million. Coming back to the point about independence versus people in political parties. The biggest difference of all is Johnny's agenda in this election and my agenda in any election is the agenda of the electorate. In other words, we're out to represent people, not parties and party policies. For instance, recently Enda Kenny told a major whopper of an untruth in the Dáil. He said that he would tell the people of Ireland what the water charges were going to be before going to vote in May. People think that he's after telling people how much they have to pay in the water tax. He has done no such thing. There is speculation about how much it's going to be. There's estimates as to how much it's going to be, but there is no such thing as a price per litre or a price per cubic metre. There's nothing like that. There's no price given that can accurately reflect what a family are going to have to pay. It's all guesswork. The reason they don't want to be definite about it, it's not, people aren't clear in their heads what it's going to be. But there is one thing that I can tell you, that between a number of recent taxes, such as the property tax, the water tax, and a number of other things that they're after introducing, there is at least 1,000 to 1,500 euros going to be gone out of every person's household that wasn't gone out of their households in the past. So this government are crippling the same people over and over again, and they're extremely anti-elderly people because they're continuously going after their pockets, and that's extremely unfair.